Welcome back to another edition of the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. This is the marvelous one back at it with Dell. What's
Yo,
good? Happy
yo,
New Year.
Happy New Year, man. Almost here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Up
sir.
again.
2026 is upon us. A new year. The Saints have improved. I'm feeling good about it. Although it's a losing season, I feel really good about the future. I like my young quarterback now. I'm gonna admit it. I know I was
Sir Flop
one of
Fly.
many, one of many that
Sir
was not
Flop.
sure about Shuck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hey, look, I said it. I don't know. Who is this guy? Why would you pass up on Shador and go with Tyler? Who the hell is Tyler? Hey, that's why I'm not the GM. That's why I'm not the head coach. That's why I don't have those jobs. Okay? The experts said Tyler is the man. Now the experts also said Spencer Rattler should start and lose 5 or 6 games. But that's besides the
Right,
point. I mean, they
right.
obviously that was not a good move by the experts.
Uh-huh.
But finding Tyler, getting them out there, we're now on a 4 game winning streak. The kid had 333 yards passing last week against the Titans. Yes, it's the Titans. But what I've said before, and you agree with me,
Mm,
beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and you'll be a good team. And that was the team we were supposed to beat, along with the Jets, along with the Panthers. Beat them. And dude, we could end the season on a 5 game winning streak, 7-10.
yeah, I mean, you got the Falcons, the divisional game. Hey, they went smashed up on the damn Rams, so
Rams.
I guess anything can happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I feel good about that game. I think we are better. I've always said there was nothing wrong with our defense. I truly believe it. There's nothing wrong with our defense. Our defense has always played well. It was our offense that was the problem, that could not sustain drives. You cannot win in today's NFL with just a good defense. You can't do it. It's not the 85
That's a
Bears.
good
You
point.
can't do it with the 2000 Ravens. You cannot do it. What was the Cowboys defense, the Doomsday defense or whatever it was called back in the 70s? You can do that back then. You can intimidate your opponent. You can knock them out. You cannot do that anymore. You have to score. You have to sustain drives. You
Yeah,
can't do that, you will lose.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's the Cowboys' problem with this. I mean, well, some of the
It
times.
was
Where
kind of the opposite. You didn't have a defense.
Well, we didn't have a defense, but also the Cowboys' offense would go in these little ruts where they just want to score points. It'd be
That
like
is true.
quarter, half, 2 quarters, won't score no points, or they'll score at the very end of the first half or some crap like that.
Right.
And in the meantime, yeah, the defense is bad, but you make it even worse by keep putting them out there, keep putting them at risk every time. You got to at least give them something, at least have them had the advantage of being fresh, if anything. Don't
Right.
be broke and be tired. That's a bad combination. Terrible combination.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta compliment each other. This league is hard now. It is a Madden football league. It is like when we used to play Madden football in the early 2000s. Everybody has some type of offensive scheme, some crap on offense you could not stop, or you had to just
Hmm.
contain. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And that's how it is in today's NFL. I mean, a lot of these coaches grew up during the days of playing Madden and being really innovative and doing whatever they can to put points on the board, regardless of what the rules say. They pushed it to the edge, and that's what they're doing in today's league, man. They're spreading you out. They're doing whatever. But look,
Yeah.
I'm just going to enjoy this win. I like what we found in this kid. I mean, not only he has the talent, what I've seen, he made the right decision. He has good accuracy, but he has the height and size and speed. I think that's a great combination, and I'm loving what I see. Also, in this past game against the Titans, we got some run support to help the kid out. We got 94 yards rushing, which is a good thing. Chris Olave is showing you why he was a first round draft pick and why the Saints consider him a top receiver, a number one receiver, right? Look, I've always said this. Receivers can't throw the ball to themselves. Okay, you gave him crap to throw him the ball. Well, he looked like crap. Now he's got a decent quarterback that can throw him the ball. Hey, now he looks like a number one receiver again. Magic.
Mhm.
Isn't that
Yeah.
amazing how that works?
Yeah. I mean, he's getting the ball out. I mean, that's the main thing I see with him is he getting the ball out. He don't hold the ball for a
Hmm.
long time, for long periods of time.
Nope.
and he seemed like he's taking off when he needs to take off. So so far so decent. We'll see what it look like when people got tape on him. I ain't ready to see. I ain't
Y'all ready to
ready.
crown him?
I ain't ready to crown him with the Jets, the Titans, and whatever other S team they played the last 3 weeks. Uh, it was like the Panthers, the Jets, and the Titans or something like that. The last three games.
Bucks, Panthers, and Titans.
Oh,
So
Bucks, Panthers, and Titans. You sure the Jets wasn't nowhere in there?
yes, yes, Bucks, Panthers, Jets, and Titans.
Yeah, okay. You try to throw the Bucks in there. I said the last 3 games.
Oh, last week. Oh, you so you're gonna ignore the fourth game? It's four in a row.
Yeah, it's 4 in a row, but it's like I'm just saying the last three because that's what's most current. That was when he first came in and starting. That's around when he first started. He was starting the week before that, right?
No, he started against the Rams in November. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry, not
okay.
not against the Rams. Yeah, he started against the Rams in November. He lost that game 34-10. And then the
Okay.
following game, he beat the Panthers.
Okay.
Beat the Panthers 17-7. We swept the Panthers. We've created an issue within the NFC South now where if the Panthers the Panthers lose this game, they can still win the division if we beat the Falcons. So it's just created all kind of mischief. But he's beat the Falcons. I mean, he lost to the Falcons. He lost to the Dolphins. Lost two straight, and then he went on his 4 game winning streak that you see right now.
Right. Right.
That's
Um,
quarterbacking, man.
we'll see when he got some tape on him and
Mhm.
he playing some better competition because he also playing teams that's probably tanking too.
Which is
Probably
fine.
tanking too. So, we see when people like, really trying to figure out. I don't know where y'all gonna finish this year in the division though. It's probably gonna be y'all probably gonna be third or fourth, right?
Yes.
In the division. But wait a minute, you got a 4 game win streak though. You should have went past somebody, right?
No, actually, no. I think the Falcons are still ahead of us at 7-10. Oh no, I'm sorry. Are they 7-9 or something like that?
Oh yeah, because that went against the Rams.
They beat the Rams, they beat the Bills, but lost to the Jets and some other bad team. The Falcons are
Falcons
just
are unbelievable. I just don't understand them. I don't
so.
understand them at all.
So this is how our division is situated. The Panthers are 8-8. The Bucks are 7-9. Falcons are 7-9, and Saints are 6-10.
Mm. Wow. So the Panthers need to win in order to win the division.
In order to
If
win
they
the division.
lose and the Bucks win, then it's going to be some kind of tiebreaker.
So let's back up a bit. The Panthers are playing the Bucks.
The
The
Panthers are
game was
playing the Bucks.
yes, the game has been moved to Saturday
Mm.
because the implications of the Saints Falcons game now matters
Right.
because the tiebreaker for the Bucks and Panthers fall on the Saints Falcons game because of uh is it head to head versus like opponents or something of that nature.
Hmm.
So if the Bucks somehow win this game, both teams are 7-9. And since and
Okay.
since yeah, and since the Saints swept the Panthers, the game against the Falcons now matters. And I think the Panthers swept the Falcons. So if the Saints win the game against the Falcons, the Bucks are in. If the Bucks win.
Mm.
But if
Mm.
the Bucks win and the Saints lose, the Panthers are in.
Wow. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
put them full game ahead.
Yes.
And
Yes.
absolutely nobody had Panthers winning that damn division.
I did not. I did not. I didn't think
At
this
all.
division was going to be this bad. I thought the Bucks were going to run away with it.
Um, yeah, I mean, we didn't know they was gonna have these injuries too. They ain't had Mike Evans most of the season. Didn't have
Bucky Irvin.
Godwin from the beginning of the year. You've been missing Bucky Irvin the last few weeks. They had some injuries. They had some injuries, and then even they start losing even the not Nakua, um, um,
The rookie receiver.
the
I know
rookie
you're talking about.
receiver. Yeah, he started getting hurt too. He started getting back down. It seemed like he hit that rookie wall.
Hmm.
He started off on fire and then just tapered off at the end of the season.
I think part of that's because Evans and Godwin came back into the mix,
Hmm.
and they never got their rhythm with everybody. So
Yep.
Well, it's a big game for him this week, so we'll talk about that. But hey, we got to talk about your Cowboys. We got to talk about
Yeah.
what happened. Y'all had some playoff aspirations, and
Eh,
what
Not
you
this,
mean?
not this,
Eh?
not this past week. We didn't. We was already eliminated.
No, I'm talking about the beginning of the season. Don't
Oh,
try to play
beginning of the
me, man.
season.
Good season.
Okay, we
It,
already talked about this, but okay, you want to talk about it again?
that's
We talked about this already. We already talked about this on the previous episode.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We
Uh-huh.
did.
Uh, well, no, I mean, if you don't want to talk about that, let's talk about Diggs. Tell me what happened.
Oh, I told you he playing around. He playing around. I told you he had this mysterious, and I told you when it happened, it was very mysterious.
I remember.
You had some at-home concussion,
Hmm.
and it was really kind of
It's
a
strange.
gray area on how he got it. And then all of a sudden it came out he got it because he was putting up a TV. He was mounting a TV. What millionaire gonna mount their own TV? What? Get out of here, man. He playing around because the this coaching staff is making him be accountable. He didn't want to train with the team this offseason. You know what I'm saying? Want to do his own thing. Then they said, okay, well, they got that thing where you get bonuses for coming in and training with the team. Well, they find them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you ain't training with the team. You didn't get your bonus. Right? So that's one thing. Then number two, you gonna come in and Pro Football Focus got you ranked as one of the worst starting cornerbacks in the league. Okay, for the time that you did play. Minimum, I think it was minimum 20 plays or something like that. Yeah, that minimum. He was ranked like one of the worst cornerbacks in the league. Giving up a rating of 155.3 to quarterbacks, to opposing quarterbacks. So I mean, you're getting paid too much money for that. The writing was on the wall. Then, like I said, you come up with this mysterious headache, and then I think the last straw was the last game in Washington. He asked the coaching staff, could he stay? Could he stay with because his Diggs, the Diggs family from around here. Stephon Diggs went to University of Maryland. So, he asked could he stay, but he didn't ask before. He asked when he got here after he was already here, which is ridiculous. Come on, yo. And I think that was the final straw. They looked at the thing and said, hey, you know what? We actually don't owe him no money. It'll be an $8 million cap hit, and we don't owe him no money if we cut him right now.
So he lost out on 90 million?
No, he got some of it. He definitely got some of it. I mean, the deal was signed 2 years ago, so
Okay.
he got some of it. But
Well, I
yeah,
feel like he only got 1 year because it was signed 2 years ago as an extension.
as an extension, right? So last year was the first full year of it, I think,
Right.
and then this year, this season,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So he'll he got some of it, and I think he got some signing bonus. I think it was one of those contracts that's paid up front. It was front weighted. So
Mm,
then toward the end of the contract, you can sign other players. That's what
hmm
Cowboys like to do. They
hmm
love doing that. But yeah, man, he was destined to go. The writing was already on the wall with him. It was already on the wall. He getting paid too much to be playing on the level that he played. He had that one good season he was living off of, and it was only one. And ever since then, it's been downhill. Pretty much ever since he got the big money. Ever since he got the big money. So,
I
and
think it
now,
was ever since he had the big season where he was considered defensive player of the year.
yeah, I mean, he had 10 interceptions. I mean, I get it. That's a hella stat to have 10 interceptions in one season. But you gotta be consistent, and you can't be getting bombed on every other play. You just can't. And this year was one of his worst seasons since his rookie season. You know, the times he did play. So, and then I heard he went to the Packers. The Packers picked him up. So,
Oh,
yeah, I don't know
okay.
what they're working with as far as cap money, but yeah, they're gonna have to pick up that money because they didn't wait. He didn't clear waivers.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Well,
Yeah. So, yeah, we see if he has this miraculous recovery with the Packers now.
I'm sure he's feeling much better.
Yeah, just like Micah. Micah on the sideline, laying on tables, riding bikes, but not playing. Then as soon as he get traded, all of a sudden he ready to play. Go figure.
Well, go figure. Well, I mean, it's kind of like that James Harden fat suit. Remember when he was playing for the Rockets? Or no, it was the 76. No, it was the Rockets. And he show up and he looked like he was overweight. And then when they traded him to the 76ers, he looked game shape all of a sudden. I was just like, man, was he wearing a fat suit? Because this don't look like the same dude, man. But anyway, thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Holla.